Okay, it's time to cook the brisket. Remember now, this is the other half of the brisket that I purchased 3 months ago. Gonna do it for Memorial Day, so come on in. How's everybody doing? It's Saturday afternoon. I'm getting ready to brine this meat. I'm gonna get up about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, throw it in the oven for about 5 or 6 hours. Last time I cooked it, to me it was a little bit too dry. I cooked it for 8 hours. This time we're just gonna do it for 6 and see how it comes out. So y'all come on, roll with me. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna season. I'm gonna brine it in. I'm gonna just make a mixture of some complete seasoning, a little salt, a little pepper, some garlic, a little bit of brown sugar, a little lemon juice. I'm just gonna put it on there and let it brine overnight. Take it out of that brine. I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 6 hours. So y'all hang out with me. Got it over here, ready to get it going. So just want to let y'all know what I'm doing. So hope y'all having a God bless Saturday afternoon. I'm not cooking today. As a matter of fact, I heated up some leftover gumbo, and that was it for us. Some gumbo and some rice and a little bit of pita bread. So that's where we are today. So here we go, y'all. Okay, for those of you who don't remember, way back when I was doing a lot of ribs and cooking on the grill and brining meat, we're just gonna go back through this little brining process just in case somebody wants to know how to do it. So to brine something, according to my definition, so if y'all got a textbook or your own definition, this is Peggy's brine. Okay, what you do when you brine something is that you make a solution and you simply set that solution into a container. And then, of course, if it's meat, you can brine. I suppose you could brine vegetables if you choose to. But in this case, we're brining meat. We're going to make a solution. You can call it brine, marinade, or whatever. Brining, sometimes people put different ingredients in there, and thus it becomes a brine. But this, you can call it a brine or marinade or whatever. But I think my distinction for brine is that you have a solution that you submerge the meat into for the brine, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, because what I want to happen here, I want it to sit in that solution and soak all the way in. So I'm going to have just a little bit more solution on it than you normally would for a marinade. So we're going to call it a partial brine. So here we go. What the ingredients, and this is the pan that I'm going to use. This is my old 40, let's see, 10 is 44. This is my 43-year-old roasting, waterless cooking pan that I've had since Tansy was a baby. My husband bought one of the first things my husband bought for me when we were married way back when. This is the top that goes over it. It was a waterless cooking pan. And that's just one of the few things that I've got left over from that set. And I think the pan that I'm gonna go ahead and cook it on, it's like a big baking sheet. It's probably it's another piece of that waterless cooking. So let's go ahead and get this brine made. Hope y'all are having a God blessed Saturday afternoon. I'm not doing a whole lot this evening except to make my mixture for my meat. Okay, this is going to be a tablespoon of garlic powder. This is garlic powder, so that's my tablespoon of garlic powder. And I'm going to guess that my meat is about 8 pounds. This is probably 8 pounds, because I think when I purchased it, it was like 16, 17 pounds, and I did use half of it before. So I'm going to put some teriyaki, and then I'm going to put me a tablespoon of teriyaki seasoning in there. And I'm going to put a tablespoon of seasonal. And I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of it's one, and that should be 2 tablespoons of complete seasoning. Okay, let me grab my brown sugar, because I'm going to put some brown sugar in it. Okay, I got a brand new bag, hot off the press. rest is, y'all, I got a brand new bag of brown sugar that I had given out brown sugar, and I finally got back out to Sam's Club. And y'all know what else I had been looking for at Sam's Club? Those turkey burgers. You get like, they're the 12 in a box. Turkey burgers are the ones I buy because I usually get, for Kareem and I'll get 2 cookings out of my car. I'll cook 6 at a time. Just, just when he and I are here eating. But when everybody comes, I cook all of them. Okay, so we're going to put a couple. So this is going to be a couple of tablespoons of brown sugar. Somebody said the other day, them some big old tablespoons or big old teaspoon. Yeah, the bigger the better, y'all. Okay, so that is my brown sugar. This is my Bragg's vinegar. I'm going to put me a teaspoon of Bragg's vinegar. Don't want to get it real tart. And the rest of this, I'm going to put water. Put water in here. You know what? Better still, I have some beef broth. How about some beef broth? I'm coming back. Okay. And I'll use the rest of this beef broth on something, some green beans or whatever. So the rest of this, I'm just going to pour, we're going to pour 2 cups of beef broth in there. And that's going to make a nice brine marinade, however you want to call it. Okay? And this is going to be something super delicious to let that meat sit and brine or soak in to, most people are probably saying, yeah, that's a broth. Okay. I think I need a little bit more because I want to make sure I have plenty. Okay. And for my tastemization, I'm going to put me a little bit more of complete seasoning. Okay. And what we want to, ultimately what I want to happen here, y'all, is for this brine or for this, excuse me one minute, Norris here with me, sound like he throwing, what are you throwing, baby? Oh, I forgot. Lord Jesus, he brought his hook, his red hook, his green hook, his black hook. And you know how boys do, honey. He's all over the place with it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pierce. I want to pierce this piece of meat. Let me find a big old set of okay. And I probably might put this video on out there tonight so that if you want to cook a brisket, you can do this to a roast beef, to a brisket, whatever piece of meat. I can't find my big old fork. Where's my big fork? Well, anywho, we're going to do it just like this. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pierce this brisket. I think it's thawed out. I've had it thawed out overnight. So it should be thawed out pretty good. So what I'm going to do here, y'all excuse the bump there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and let me get some gloves and I'm going to get it out of this. Yeah, I finally got me some cooking gloves that I can use in the kitchen. And the other thing, y'all know I'm going to cook some chicken as well, so I'm going to have brisket and some chicken and some hot dogs. And I'm going to do, for the sides, we're going to do baked beans and, I don't know, maybe some potato salad or something like that. I'm not cooking a whole lot, cooking a lot volume, but not a lot of variety of stuff. Okay, so we got this nice brisket. I'm gonna just lift that. So we'll go ahead and pour some of that. brining in the bottom there. And the reason why I'm going to go ahead and pierce, I'm going to pierce it. I can hear somebody cringing right now, but that's okay. You're going to be all right. You'll make it through. Promise you. You'll make it. You'll make it. You'll make it. Because if you know how to cook this right, it's going to be okay. I'm piercing it because I want that, I need to have bought a new meat injector, but I did not, since I wasn't going to worry about that. So anywho, we're just going to go ahead and pour. Just pour it right on over there, just like so. Okay. Now, this is ready to go into the refrigerator. I'm going to wrap it really. Yes, darling? Oh, you broke him. Oh, my goodness. He broke his red Hulk out. Let me see.
Can you fix it? But is that hot?
Huh?
It's hot?
Yeah, don't get near the stove. It's not hot, but it will get hot, and I don't want to take any chances with you around it, okay? Let's take and put this.
That one is hot or cold?
It's cold, but it will get hot, so we're going to practice not bothering it, okay?
Here, can you fix it? You know
let me see what's going on. Let's see. Let me see. Where are you? Come right here.
Can you fix it?
He wants me to say he's broken his Hulk. And of course.
Yeah, Hulk red, but it's broke down.
Okay, can you? Okay, yeah, he broke all the way down.
Yeah,
but can you do me a favor? Come get Hulk right now.
Can you do me the favor?
Yeah, I want you to get Hulk and hold until I'm gonna wrap this up, put it in the refrigerator, and then I'll fix Hulk for you. Okay? I can't fix him right this minute.
What about Green Hulk is crashed that red Hulk and fell downstairs?
Green Hulk did what?
He just fell downstairs, and he just fell.
And, oh my Lord, is that why he's broken?
Yeah, he broke down, and I just threw it in the floor, and it got hit.
I'm so sorry that happened. So what we're gonna have to do is, as soon as Gigi finishes doing this.
Yeah, but you gotta do me the favor.
Yeah, I'm gonna do you a favor, Gigi. You know I'll do you a favor. Darling, isn't that just so sweet? You said she wants me to do him a favor.
That's good. How about it?
Okay. What I'm going to do.
I love this.
I'm going to cover this, and this is going to go into the refrigerator, and it's going to sit basically overnight. I got to put this in the refrigerator for the,
What refrigerator?
that one right there.
Where?
Right there. In Gigi's refrigerator. I got to sit it in the refrigerator, and he's having a ball, yeah. You know, little boys are so vibrant and, well, not just necessarily vibrant, they're so busy and expressive and so noisy. But you gotta love them, and you gotta let them be children. Mm-hmm. Full of energy. He's so full of energy, and he's 4 now. And if I say you can only have one, he'll say, well, Gigi, how about 2? So, honey, what's happening over there? Okay, let's get back over here. So I've got my brisket wrapped and in the pan, and next it's going to the refrigerator to sit overnight. And then we're going to get it out and cook it for about 6 hours. Okay. Did you cover your mouth?
No.
Okay, yeah, cover your mouth for me, okay? So be careful doing that so you won't slide and fall. Okay, y'all, so I just wanted to let you all see how to get this brisket into the oven. So what the next step for this brisket is in about 3 or 4 hours, I'm going to turn it over and let it sit on the other side for a while. And then I'll put it back in, and then just leave it for the rest of the time being. Okay?
I can't wait here.
Okay, so it's ready for the refrigerator. So I'll see y'all in a little while. Okay, also on the menu, y'all, for Memorial Day is going to be some lemon chicken, and it's going to either be fried, baked, or barbecue. Haven't decided which yet. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and season it up. So either way I decide to prepare it, the seasoning will work. I'm going to sprinkle about a teaspoon. That's basically the same seasoning I've already used on that brisket, except I won't be using the brown sugar on it. That was a little bit, just for a little bit of salt content. That was the no salt. Not no salt. Seasoned salt, y'all. Please give me a couple of tablespoons of this. This is my complete seasoning. This is my garlic powder. Not a lot of garlic. Some garlic powder. Haven't decided yet on the sides, but this is just something to help you with your meats that you, if you want to go ahead and get them started, seasoned up. Yes, darling.
Can you do anything you want?
Can I do anything I want? Pretty much, but I have to consider some things before I do anything I want. Can you do anything you want?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Just fix a minute for the time.
What do you want to do?
Fix for the minute time.
Oh, okay, whatever that is. But you can't always do what you want to do all the time, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right, you have to think about other people, okay? Remember that. So you have to say, think about other people.
Oh.
Yeah, say that. Say, think about other people.
Other people.
Right, so you can't always do what you want to do, but we try, and whatever we do, we're going to do what? Good stuff. Say, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Right, okay. See you in a little bit, okay? So you have to tell children, you can't just say to everything they ask you. Now, I'm going to tell you, because, honey, they remember that, especially at that age. I don't know why that little question was asked, but, I'm going to ask him later. Sure am. Hold on, y'all. I want this chicken to be full of flavor. So I'm going to put me a little, this is a little bit of the Paul Crouton. Not a lot because it does have a little kick to it, but just to give it that slight kick that you sometimes want on your chicken. And we're going to go ahead, I'm going to put some Italian dressing because I want, this is just my, this is another kitchen tested thing. This is, let's call this Memorial Day special season, okay? I'm going to put that Italian because Italian season has a little to it that I sort of like on most meats. So, it's herby. That's what it is, that little herby. Mama. So, we're going to put that on there.
Mama.
Yes, darling.
Just turn the heat for them.
What you say, sugar?
I said,
turn the heat.
Yeah, they turn the heat.
Really? Are you cold? I don't think you're really cold. No, I don't think you're cold. I think I think you're just making conversation, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so basically that's going to be it. We're going to let that chicken sit pretty much and marinate overnight because I'm not going to actually cook it till tomorrow. So tomorrow I will decide if I'm going to bake it, grill it, or fry it. So for right now, the seasons are all on there. I have my complete season on there, some lemon juice, garlic powder, and a little bit of seasonal, okay? And the little new thing that I threw in there was some Italian seasoning, okay? So when you all see this chicken again, it will be between somebody's teeth being chewed probably, and I'll show it just right before they chew it up. But I think we need something different tomorrow as far as the chicken, because let me tell you, I'm still working on my 50 ways to do chicken, 100 ways to cook chicken. So this is how we're cooking this chicken. And before it's over with, I might even think of something else to throw on there. And if I do, I'll let you know. So here we go with the chicken. We're going to go ahead and get it ready. I'm going to bag it up and just let it sit and marinate. Now this is a marinade or dry rub or however you want to call it. But this is going to sit for a little bit overnight. Oh, I know what else it was. I was going to add some olive oil to it because that'll help it get nice and brown. So just about a couple tablespoons of olive oil, and it'll help all those ingredients stick to the chicken. So when y'all see this again, it'll be on the stove, pretty much ready to eat. Okay, the chicken is ready. I've got it bagged up. It's in all those juices and seasonings. So it's going to go in the refrigerator, and it's going to marinate overnight. And again, I will more than likely put it in the oven because I don't want to create any extra work. So it depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow, really. So more than likely it's going to go under the into a 400-degree oven and just cook it and let it bake, let those juices soak in. So I think I'm pretty much decided that's what I want to do with it. So when you see this chicken again, it's going to be some baked lemon seasoned chicken, y'all. So just want to let y'all in on how to prepare your meat. That's what this little video is about, just how to prepare your brisket, and then how to prepare your chicken if to let it sit overnight to get that flavor just going all the way through it. And I think I've got 25 drumsticks, so we'll have plenty to eat tomorrow, and I'll see y'all then. So listen, thank y'all for hanging out with me in the kitchen tonight while I prepare this meat, because this is one of those do ahead things that you can do ahead of time, so you won't have it all to do on the day that you're going to actually cook it, and that'll give your meat the opportunity to have more flavor to it. So listen, guys, love you so much. Continue to pray without ceasing, standing in the gap for people, calling folks, encouraging folks, and just doing whatever you can in these times. Just to remember one thing: if you do nothing else, pray without ceasing. Send up a prayer for me even, because I'm certainly praying for you. So guys, listen to me now. Keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. I love you. Toodaloo. Good Sunday morning, everybody. It's early, y'all. I got to get this meat in the oven. It's like 7:45. I'm going to cook it for 6-7 hours and see what happens. Hope y'all are having a God bless. Excuse me, I got the hiccups early this morning. Anywho, hope y'all having a God bless Sunday morning. I'm going to go ahead and get this brisket into the oven. It's 7:45. I'm going to get it in there right at 8 o'clock. Got my oven set up at 275. Excuse me. That's the temperature I'm going to be cooking it at. I'm just going to drizzle my mixture over the brisket, and I'm going to cover it. This is one of those recipes that I use. It calls for it to be cooked in a Dutch oven pot. Of course, you know what a Dutch oven. And if you don't have a Dutch oven pot, you can put it in a pan and go ahead and cover it with some foil. But just so happened, I've still got my 40-year-old Dutch oven pot. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this brisket going so that by 2 o'clock it'll be ready. That at that time, or about 1:30, 2 o'clock, it'll be done, and then I can go ahead and put my chicken in. I got some chicken. Remember, I did the chicken. I want to put it in probably about 3 hours out, because I'm going to slow cook that lemon chicken. I decided I don't feel like standing doing fried chicken, so it's going to go into the oven as well. So what we're going to do here is I have got my lid that goes on this pan. Let me get it. Okay, here it is. Okay. Remember I told y'all this is my 44-year-old, like 43 years old. Tens is 44. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on top of there, and it's going to go into my oven, and we're going to let it cook for the next 7 hours. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to have to, of course, I have to take all the racks out of the oven. Excuse me. In order to fit it in there. So. There's the last one. So. Got my racks out, and y'all don't do like I do. Don't heat the oven up, then take them out. I should have already had the racks out, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slide this baby in and get her going. Okay. Now it's in. I preheated my oven. I put it on 300. But then I backed it back down to 275 because it's going to slow cook. And the best way to cook this meat, it's just like it tells you. Slow cook it at 275 degrees. It stays nice and juicy. You cook it with the fat side up and just let it sit in there and cook. You don't do anything to it. Just don't mess with it. Just let it slow cook in that 275 degrees. 7 hours, and it's gonna be nice, tender, and juicy. So, and the last hour, at the hour before you're gonna take it out, go ahead and take the top off and let it cook without the top. That way, it'll kind of get a little crisp, I guess, on top, or it'll just sort of firm it up a little bit without having the steam in there. Because by that time, it should be nice and tender and biting like butter, y'all. Okay, the other thing that I'm cooking also was the lemon chicken drumsticks. I'll be putting them in. I'm gonna slow cook them the same way. And I think what I'll do is put them in the oven on broil, probably, and just let them broil. Because that way I know I'll get that little crisp on them. I've got them seasoned. They've been laying in that seasoning all night long. So we'll get them going. So hopefully this will give you a little bit of a heads up on how to prepare your meat for today. And you can use the same recipe because 4th of July will be here and we'll be back cooking again. So happy Memorial Day to everyone, especially to our veterans, those that are here, and those that have gone on. So we salute all those that we need to salute on Memorial Day, and for whatever reason that you've made a sacrifice for this world. This even the virus that we're going through, we salute those who have perished since we've been going through this, and not just here, not just in our families, not just here in the United States, but throughout the world. And we just pay homage to each and everyone. I mean, we just praying for everybody today that all is well. That you know the Lord, that you're praying, that you are reconciling differences, that you are trying to make somebody else's day better than it was the day before. So we just thank God for you this morning. And I think most of all, honey, I thank God that I was able to get up and climb those 7 stairs this morning, get in this kitchen and get this food going. Of course, I cook, when I cook, I'm cooking for my children as well as for myself. So I just thank God for another day's journey, as I call it always. I just always like to say, thank you, Lord, for another day's journey. For this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. I will rejoice because I don't know any other place to be but right here, right now. I want to be here with my children, with my family. I want to experience good health and a good frame of mind. So I thank God for all of those things. I thank God for you. Cheryl, before it slips my mind, thank you so much for remembering me, for thinking about me. Thank you for being so kind-hearted as um, to just love me, because I consider what you do for me as love. Not just because of what it is, but because you took the time to say, Miss Peggy, I love you, and Cheryl, I love you also. I love you, I love you, I love you. I thank God for you, and I pray that this is one of the days that is a good day for you. An awesome day, a God blessed day for you. And to each and every one of you out there who listen to my channel and watch my channel, thank you all as well. But sometimes you have special people in your life that do special things for you, and I believe in giving credit and paying homage where it is due, and even to call by name. I thank God for my family members, for my children, for my grandchildren, for my friends, for my neighbors. I just thank God for those people who are in my life that makes my life a little bit easier. So Sherry, thank you, because Food Line is my place to go. So you made it a little bit easier for me the next time that I go to Food Line. So God bless you 1,000-fold for the blessing that you brought upon me. So y'all, we're gonna get on here and do some other things. As a matter of fact, I might lie back down because it's 7:30 and I won't be up. I want to be, well, it's 7:45 right now. I'm gonna be up all day long, pretty much cooking. I've got to get the chicken done. We're gonna have some hot dogs, and what I do is because some people in the family don't eat pork or beef, I try to do as much turkey and chicken. And see, that sets well with me because I love chicken. So we always make sure I have some chicken on hand. And we, a lot of us eat beef, and I make sure I have some turkey on hand. So today we're having the beef brisket. We're having the lemon pepper chicken drumsticks, and we're gonna do some. These are chicken hot dogs. Now I don't know how healthy they are or nothing like that, but they, for chicken hot dogs, they taste real good. So I'm gonna do those chicken hot dogs, and the way I do like to make them taste good, I just put them in a pan and put them in the oven and roast them, and they're just like they come off the grill. And then I'll make a turkey chili to go on them. So those are really good. So we really eat those up. So those are the 3 meat items that I'm preparing today. And then I'm going to do the traditional corn on the cob, baked beans, and probably green beans so we can have something green. And maybe even a salad or something. I'm not real sure. And if I get real smart, I might throw some potato salad on top of that pile. So, anywho, I'm going to retire from you all for right now and let this brisket cook for the next 7 hours. And when you see me again, I'll be taking it out of the oven. And then I'll go ahead and pop that chicken in. And that way, I'll have those meats done. And of course, the hot dogs, we can do those last. So, guys, hang in there. Go ahead and get your meal started. If you're on the grill, today would be a great day to get on the grill. It would have been for me too, but I can't do the up and down the stairs today. So, we're just going to do it all in here in the kitchen, in the oven. So I might even think of something sweet to do. I don't know. I'm on a roll right now because I feel pretty good. But y'all know what I got a taste for and had a taste for yesterday was some Honey Nut Cheerios. And instead, I whipped out my gumbo and ate a bowl of gumbo and didn't eat my Honey Nut Cheerios. So I still got a taste for them. So I just think I just might have me some Cheerios. And I just get that craving going. I gotta go ahead and quench that. It's like quenching the thirst. So I'm gonna quench my Honey Nut Cheerios thirst, and I will see you guys later. Now hang in there and go ahead and get your dinner started so we can all finish at the same time. So if the flavor train, if you have a train that runs through your depot, you'll have things ready when them people get off. So see you shortly. Hey y'all, good Sunday morning. I'm back. I'm getting ready to put the chicken on the pan and get it into the oven. My brisket has another 2 more hours. So I'm going to go ahead and put these chicken parts in. These are chicken drums in there. This is my lemon pepper chicken, so I'm just going to lay them out on the pan, run them in the oven. Still at 275 because I have to leave that brisket at 275. So by the time the brisket is done, the chicken should be done, and all I have to do is run it under the broiler and crisp it up a little bit. That's Norrique, y'all, by the way. He's having a ball. He's keeping me company today. So here we go. This is a real simple process to get the chicken going. I'm going to go ahead and get me a glove. Hope y'all are having a God bless Sunday morning. I am. I thought you were watching a cartoon. He's supposed to be in here watching the cartoons in the kitchen with me versus downstairs in the den. He said, I want to watch cartoons with you, but he's doing everything else now. I'm getting ready to turn it on my movie now. Okay, all right. I'm about ready to turn on my movie. I'm serious.
Okay, you're serious.
I'm serious. I'm very serious. Very serious.
You're serious, Grandma. Okay. You're just telling me.
I'm very, very serious, boy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these drums. I'm just gonna start arranging on here. As you can see, they got the seasoning all over them. These are gonna be long long slow cook. Hope I can get all of them on here at one time. Rarely I do. Okay. There is, let's see. I'm putting juice and all. What's going on there? Okay. Those are going to be wonderful, y'all. I went ahead and sprayed my pan with some, it's a butter flavored pan spray. I think I'm going to be able to get all of them on here, y'all. You going downstairs? Okay, whatever. Whatever you say. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to arrange all these on there, and when I get them all arranged, they're going into the oven and slow cook for 2 hours. So y'all see them again, they're going to be nice and baked. Okay, y'all, just a little quick tip on how to do some real quick hot dog chili. Now, when I was in the store, I purchased a tube of what I thought was ground turkey, but it's turkey sausage. So I'm going to use it anyway, because I'm not going back to the store just for that purpose. It's still ground turkey. This is seasoned. So this is a 1 pound packet of, this would ordinarily be ground turkey. But just like I said, I wasn't paying attention. So I ended up with ground turkey sausage. Turkey sausage is just, it'll make great chili. Okay, this is a 1 pound packet. I'm going to put some ground up onions in there. A medium sized onion goes in there. And I also bought 1 can of, sometimes every once in a while I will buy a can of canned chili. This is like chili no beans by Food Line, just because I wanted to check them out. That's pretty good. It doesn't have any beans in it. Guess what? Me either. It's, I'll tell you basically what's in there right quick. Okay, it has oatmeal, salt, sugar, hydrolyzed soy, corn, and wheat flavoring, corn flour, yeast extract, spices, and soy lectin. It has a little bit of MSG in there too, but we're going to use it today. Okay, so this is going to be some chili for those hot dogs. So all you do is just brown that meat up real good. 1/4 cup of sugar will go into there, 1/4 cup of ketchup, and about a couple tablespoons of, I can't call the name of it, okay. Tomato paste, y'all, tomato paste. I got a lot going on. We'll put a couple tablespoons of tomato paste. I'll be right back. This is my chicken and my brisket all done and ready to go. The brisket, of course, is still resting. You have to let it rest. That means just let it cool off, firm up a little bit before you try to cut into it. That chicken is wonderful. That lemon pepper sauce turned out really good. I got some extra right there to spread on if anybody wants extra. And of course, that's my barbecue sauce, because I did not put barbecue sauce on my brisket like I usually do. So we're just going to slice it, and if anybody wants barbecue sauce, they can just spread it on, just brush it on. So thank y'all again for tuning in. Hope this little meat tutorial will help you all out. I got the other sides over there on the other side, of course. Let me pull my chili over here, because chili was part of the meats. That chili was good too. Remember how I did that chili? I did the chili with sausage. In fact, it tastes better with the ground turkey sausage than it does with just the ground turkey. So try it if you like. Either way, same process. So thank you guys for tuning in. Love you so much. Have a blessed, wonderful Memorial Day. Stay safe. Keep those prayers going up now so the blessings will continue to come down. Continue to consider reconciliation. God bless you and keep you. And thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Hit the like button. How about it? I remembered it. Love you guys. have a blessed Memorial Day. Toodaloo.